get into this over the top look, honey. I know back in the day when I used to wear this palette, every party, every birthday, it was never this dramatic because I added a little shade right here in the center. But I'm telling you, I done finally duped this out. And if y'all want to know how I did it, just go ahead and jump into this because trust me, we're doing enough talking during the video. I know I'm looking crazy, but today is my birthday. I just got back from skydiving, and let me tell you, it is the absolute funnest thing I've ever done in my life. One of my closest friends, Jessica, went with me, and although she was nervous, she said a few prayers for not only us, but everyone on the plane. I didn't have not one nervous bone in my body. I don't know why. I've wanted to do this since '95 when the first Power Rangers movie came out. So I was truly excited that I finally had the chance. The view, it was beautiful to just be that high up, to sit back and think, okay, here it comes. We're about to get to the clouds. And then to find out we're going almost 3 times, if not 4 times higher than that. So the ride up, amazing view. The jump down, the first about 5 seconds, it's hard to breathe because that air is coming at you like whoosh, like it is racing to you. And after you calm down, close your mouth, breathe out your nose, you start to just look and realize like, whoa, I am coming down fast. Then the harness comes up, snatches you up. Oh, that thing gives you the worst wedgie ever, but you truly feel it snatch you up. So you know, okay, we're slowing down. You control with the way you're going with the left and right controllers here. I didn't like pulling one side way too fast because that sharp turn scared me. It scared me, and I can't do that. And the only thing I wore, I know I was supposed to do this beforehand, but I decided to get some sleep. I was expecting to wear makeup, didn't do so. So since I'm like, we're gonna be that much closer to the sun, we're gonna need a little protection. And because they delayed my packages, something else. I went in with my Paula's Choice Smoothing Primer Serum, SPF 30. That was as a base. Went in with my Extra Care Non-Greasy Sunscreen, SPF 50. Did a layer of that. Set everything with my Bare Minerals 5-in-1 BB Cream, SPF 20. Topped it all off. On the brows, I simply went in with the new Fenty Beauty Brow MVP. Managed to find this in store, so I managed to get that. Lock those brows in, baby. When I tell you they didn't budge, I even posted a picture on social media for afterwards. They did not move. On the lips, I went in with the new Girl Boss Gloss by The Lip Bar. I usually pick up all of their new glosses. Absolutely love the formula. This color, although it was something I was looking like, I don't know, she was actually rather cute. I'm gonna try it with the lip liner, but I didn't want to carry too many things. I only wanted to have these 2 with me. So those went for the trip. For my hair, you know what? We're not even gonna worry about it. My friends already know what it is. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do something afterwards. But I just wanted to tell you all about the experience. I wanted to say thank you because for my birthday, all I wanted to do was get 100 subscribers. And to know I was able to do that. And this, it's like 1 off the bucket list and 1 goal reached, honey. I want to say thank you to you all. Thank you to my family and friends that helped support it. I gave you all a shout out in the video. I'm still waiting on that footage to come back, but that usually should be posted before I get this. But I want to show you all the look I'm going to wear because I still want to go see a couple family and friends today. We may be able to social distance. I can still show off that eye makeup when I get there. So I'm going to jump cut and I'll be back to show you how we'll start this tutorial. Back with our eyes already prepped, and yes, I'm going to keep my hair just like this until the end because I just don't feel like dealing with it today. But we really need to get started on why we're here. My eye look for today would normally be this palette here. The Makeup Geek Manny MUA palette. Now, many of you may not know what this palette is, but if you were a makeup enthusiast many years ago, you understood that this was the hottest palette on the market and it sold out every time it came in stock. And everybody was looking at the main 2 shades right here. This was truly a neutral palette. Like if you cover those up, you see how neutral this is. But because they put this blue-brown shade and this red matte, it just took the makeup world by storm. Everybody had to have it, and I wear it every year. But I wanted to try something different because you all can't get this palette because it sold out, and then they were selling the singles, but then they reformulated and now they have square pans. And now that they have that new square pan format, they no longer sell any of these shades that I need to use. So I had to find dupes within my collection, and I really needed to figure out how can I recreate this look. They can't be the only ones in the world who have it and now they're not giving it to us. I just won't settle for that. Thanks to what I think is one of the most, if not the most helpful website in makeup in my opinion, I think anytime any of you are looking to see, hey, do I have that palette? Do I have that color? The best website to find out is temptalia.com. I'm going to make sure I leave it in the description bar below. I'm going to also try to make sure I remember to put it in the comment section. If you ever have a shade that you either want or a shade that you have and it's going to run out, see if you can search her site to see if you can find the closest dupes that are available, or if you may already have it. And baby, after going through my collections, I found the 3 shades that I need to recreate them. And so what I decided to do was bring out the makeup palette I made for myself last year. This is the Adept Cosmetic Magnetic Palette. I absolutely adore it. And I filled it up, and what I did was shuffle around a few shades. I was able to add 2 more shades to this palette. And thanks to that, I now have 2 of the shades that I need to create this look. We're going to use this shade here from Makeup Forever. We're going to use this shade here that I switched out from ColourPop. And for the lids, we're going to be using MAC Cosmetics. Alrighty, because it's my birthday, honey, last night I made sure I washed my brushes, so look at them all nice and pretty and clean. But we're about to get them dirty again. Per usual, I'll leave all tools and products in the description bar below. But let me reach in here and grab this first shade, honey, because she thinks she's getting away. Not today. The first shade we're going to use is a single by Makeup Forever. Ooh. Glad that's right here. The first shade we're going to use is a single by Makeup Forever. It's called Burgundy. And I'm going to take that and blend that throughout my entire crease. Now with shades like this, you want to be careful because they can either be very powdery or very hard to build and blend. So we're going to just go ahead, pick up a heavy amount to make sure that gets in there. And this is blending like a dream. Because this brush was just freshly washed, the bristles are still really tightly packed. So I'm trying to loosen the bristles up a little bit to give me a fluffier blend. We're going to go in with 1 more layer because I want this shade really opaque. And truth be told, this color may not be like 100% dead on because we just want to make sure that entire crease is covered. I'm going to go to the other side. And as you can see, the blend is high and far out. I did come back on this side for a second and buff this up a little bit higher because I went high on this side and I figured, you know what? It's my birthday. Who cares about bringing the drama? Oh, and I almost forgot to tell you what shade we were substituting. The reason I use that Makeup Forever shade is because I no longer can find this shade Mars here by Makeup Geek, and that shade Burgundy by Makeup Forever is the closest thing that Temptalia said I was going to be able to find in my collection, and she hasn't lied. Look how big and bright and smoky that is. I may have to do a 1-color look with this color. The next shade I need to do by Makeup Geek is this shade here, Frappe. Although it's a beautiful transition shade, once again, I didn't want to use it if you all couldn't get it. And the closest thing I had in my collection, which is even more affordable than the Makeup Geek one, this single shadow from ColourPop called Conundrum. Beautiful transition matte shade. You can buy it by itself. I'm going to take my Wayne Gosh brush and blend that out as a transition shade. Gonna just press this along the edges first. We want to make sure that is covered to give us the most seamless blend. And we're just gonna buff up to the brow. And actually, I'm gonna go ahead and just buff this out first before I go to the other side, just to see what kind of coverage we have. Normally I could switch over, but because this brush is just freshly washed, it's still a little densely packed. It may not blend the way I want it to. And I don't want to go into the other side and let that sit for too long. Right now I'm focusing on the edges of that burgundy shade. Then I'm going to start blending up and out. Go back in and really try to diffuse that crease. Start to bring it up. Now I'm just going to jump to the other side and do the same thing. I keep trying to look at that blend, but keep staring at this hair. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to go get my hair done again. Now I have to go ahead and cut my crease. Now I can go in and cut my crease really high. Last minute I decided to really bring the drama and bring this cut crease in front of that eye. Bring it all the way over, honey. Cut it up extra front, extra high. Yeah. Bam. The last shade is this one here, Insomnia. It was the prettiest shade that they had. It was initially sold as a loose pigment, and this was the first time they had put it in pressed form. Let everyone fall in love with it, but they no longer sell it. But Manny MUA used to work at MAC Cosmetics, and guess what they still have? Their blue-brown pigment. I have it here in the full-size container. I'll never run out. You can buy the mini and you'll never run out. But I'm gonna take that pigment, sprinkle some in a small dish here just so I don't double dip, and we're gonna be placing that on the lids. And just because this is the closest brush to me, the Sigma E55 right here by me, gonna go ahead and use that. Look at that, look at that, look at that, honey. And I'm bringing this all the way into the crease, like. Look at that. And you see how pigments have, what they say, so much more pigment. I took that small amount and covered the entire lid. Honey, look at that. Oh my goodness. And because I was working a little faster than I was supposed to, you're going to go back in and put a tiny bit more glitter primer on the outer corner. I want to make sure I put that burgundy shade out there. So I'm just going to just barely dampen my brush and just cover this outer corner right there with just enough product to make sure that burgundy shade will stick on top. Usually you can go straight in with the matte that you want on top of that, but I want to make sure it stands out vibrant and strong. I'm going to go back in with the initial brush and initial color. And you see how by layering it on top of that glitter primer, it comes off as even darker than it normally would. Just really grabbing a hold of that. Now that I've completed this much, I'm going to go ahead, cut away, finish the face, and I'll be back to give you all my final thoughts. Back in a flash, makeup is almost done, hair still looking like trash. Off camera, because I'm feeling Rihanna today, I took Rihanna in the lip bar on the jump with me. So I have the lip bar right here on the lips. For the first time, I am trying out their Straight Talk lip liner. I've had it for a while, just never had anything to wear it with. And their brand new gloss called Girl Boss. Check this out. It's a very light purple shade. Absolutely stunning on top of this lip liner here, as you can see. For lashes, I'm wearing the Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara. Got that going. With brows, I'm wearing my Brow MVP in dark brown. Got that. And for highlighter, because we have MAC on the lids, I put out the old favorite highlighter, MAC Oh Darling. She's never too far away. And the only thing left to do before we go ahead and set and spray our face is finish off our lower lash line. I'm going to take that same Makeup Forever burgundy shade and a pencil brush and use that color underneath my entire lower lash line. I remember the very first time I buffed out my lower lash line, I just knew I was a jam. You couldn't tell me nothing. We're going to connect this to the outer corner here. I'm not going to take it all the way up. Just wrap it around here. Other side. Last step is taking that same highlighter, Oh Darling, and placing that in my inner corner and my brows. I like to pick up a whole lot of product for that inner corner, honey. And take just the tiniest sweep underneath the brow, because this color is pigmented. And just to give myself a little flair and a little glam, I'm going to take that highlighter right in the center of the eye right here, just straight down. Just like that. You see what that just did? That just added a whole nother layer to this look, honey. Oh, look at her. I need a little more on this side. Sister, come on. Look at that. I done messed up the whole routine, but you know what? It's my birthday and I'll mess it up if I want to. Fix Plus to hydrate and remove that powdery residue. All-nighter so it can last all day, even though we're probably about to take it off within the next hour. Sheet fan. Expensive Breeze, and today we had some really good times. Gonna give this a few more seconds to dry down and I'll be back to give you all my final thoughts. And here's the final look. I'm gonna go ahead, give you all a full face view of things before I give you all my final thoughts. And of course, I am loving this look. Although this year I did take things a little extra by adding my highlighter right there in the middle, it was just calling my name, so I had to try it out. But it feels wonderful to know that from now on, anytime I want to recreate this look, if I don't have the exact Manny MUA palette with me, I can always find these things as full-time permanent items from that line. So this is wonderful. And once again, we bringing out these mauvey purple looking lips because I promise you, when I first got into makeup, all I wanted was a nude lip. You could not get me into anything else. And it just feels really nice to know that I'm branching out. Things look beautiful. You all have made this the best birthday ever by getting me to 100 subscribers. I went skydiving and that was amazing. My family helped me not only get to the goal that I wanted for the 14,000 feet, but I was actually able to raise even enough money to get to the 18,000. So to know that I had the support from you all on here and from my family and friends in real life just really made this birthday special for me. So I'm gonna go ahead, head off to grab something to eat because I'm really hungry and I've just been floating so much that I've been ignoring that. But I really hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you let me know if you have any of these products to leave a comment down below telling me which ones they are. And with nothing else to say, I hope you all remember to practice, continue to stay blessed, and until next time, goodbye YouTube.